A hero's welcome awaits Father Angelo D'Agostino each time he returns to Kenya. It is among these children, all of them infected with the AIDS virus, that the 74-year-old Jesuit from Georgetown believes he's made his biggest contribution.
As far as I'm concerned, this is the most rewarding thing that I've done my whole lifetime as a surgeon, as a psychiatrist, a physician, and priest.
In the war against AIDS, Africa is ground zero, claiming 83% of the world's death toll. Over the next 10 years, 40 million children here will have lost one or both parents, many of them living on the streets. Their only inheritance, the virus itself.
The hospitals really don't have the resources to care for them. So they put them all in one room, and because of neglect, most of them die within a few months.
This orphanage just outside of Nairobi, started by Father D'Agostino in 1992, is a role model for what can be done. It's called Nyumbani, which means home in Swahili, and that's what it is for these 75 children. It's set up just like an African village, with a school and cottages where the children are fed and taken care of by house mothers and volunteers like Shahida Bilal from Georgetown University.
Like twice a day they get medicine, but that's the only time you really think of someone as being sick, or that's the only time that I see them as being different than regular children.
A closer look, however, shows the effects of a disease which compromises their immune system, so that warts grow out of control and their lungs are easy target for infection. But with good nutrition, good hygiene, and medical care at Nyumbani, many of them are living active lives. Dennis, for example, is 17 years old. His twin, who was always more sickly, died 2 years ago. But why?
That's a $64,000 question. We really don't know. We have some clues, but if we had the answer to that, well, we'd have them all living long.
At the research lab on site, Nyumbani tracks the children's viral levels regularly, but it's a fight against time. In the infirmary nearby, John, who was so tiny for his 7 years, is fighting to hold on, struggling through every breath. This is the small cemetery at the back of Nyumbani. In the past year, they've lost 10 children here. Lives that could have been lengthened perhaps indefinitely if these children had gotten the latest drug cocktails. Only one of the children is receiving the powerful antiviral drugs. Laura's father worked for the Red Cross before he and his wife died of AIDS, leaving Laura with a generous medical pension which covers the cost of the expensive drugs. When her viral levels began to spike dangerously, she was given DDI, which is the drug cocktail produced by Bristol-Myers Squibb. And in a matter of months, the virus has become virtually undetectable.
I don't want to use the word negative because we don't know where the virus is. It could be in the lymph node, it could be in the bone marrow, but the word we use at the moment is undetectable.
How much would it cost for a year, for example, if you were to put these kids on the drug cocktails?
About $12,000 per child.
What would be the ideal situation from your standpoint?
That the drug companies who are manufacturing it would relent and give us some.
And as Father D'Agostino says, these are the stakes.